Hello, my beautiful people. How y'all doing? I am back, the one and only Jay Pleasant. And so I had a word kind of stirring up in my belly. So I had to just come in, just give y'all the word. But I just wanted to say, as active and as intentional that the enemy tries to attack us day to day, we have to be more intentional with how we seek the Father and more active in building a relationship with Christ. So that means through worship, through prayer, through just sitting aside private time to read God's word, because in order to combat against the enemy, we have to pick up that sword. We have to get the word in our belly. And whenever the enemy begins to attack, we need to have the right words to say to be able to combat and rebuke and send fire to the enemy to shut him down with any and everything that he is trying to attack us with. We have to be able to condemn and silence and muzzle everything that the enemy is saying that is not of God, and combat it with something that we know that God has placed deep within inside of us as being his chosen people, as being his child. So please be intentional and active in building a relationship with Christ, because God, the enemy is going to attack. And so that's his job and his duty to be active and uh we're very intentional about how he attacks us. So think about the season that you're in, what you're experiencing, what you're going through, even the language that you speak, that you put into the airwaves. Trust and believe the enemy is paying attention to all of that. And so he will use that and turn it around to where it works. He's trying to make it work against you. So just know that all things, as God said, all things work together for the good of those who call upon his name. But then also you have to be willing and able to pick up your cross daily and follow him. In order to do that, that means picking up your sword a little bit a day and giving him praise and giving him worship and feeding yourself the word, because the enemy is not going to stop. He is very upset that you are even seeking to build a relationship with Christ. So be active and intentional about going to the Father and getting that word in your belly to be able to fight against the enemy. So as much as God shows us his love and his grace and his mercy, and how a peace that surpasses understanding, and the joy that we can have, and just giving us the fruits of the Spirit by communing with him. He said in his word in John that he is the tree and we are the vines, and talks about the fruit that we will produce if we stay connected to him. So the enemy is already going to be upset because we are chosen. So be active and intentional about building that relationship, because the enemy is not going to stop with the attacks. Okay. So reciprocate everything that God is giving us. Reciprocate and give it back to God, and just commune with him and build that relationship with him. Okay. So listen, I hope that bless somebody. And always, as I say, share with at least 3 people. I just hope that just helps somebody, give somebody clarity and understanding, and knowing that you're not alone when the enemy tries to attack, because that's just what he does. But if you seek the Father, trust and believe, you're going to be all right. All right. So listen, if all is not well, know that God is still working and you are beauty marked by God. Y'all be blessed. Until next time.